Hello everybody, today is the 20th of July 2020. This is Rick, also known as Duke City Double Dog. I'm in Lake Havasu City, actually the turnoff to Lake Havasu City. It is 102 degrees right here, right now. Like I said, it's not quite noon here. We're gonna get rolling. Have to take care of a couple things, check the tires, do the tire pressure on my tires. We had a tire fire, not a tire fire, a trailer fire on one of our trailers here at Stevens yesterday. Burned up a load of cookie dough or something like that. But there's a lot of things, but tires could be an issue of that, so that's one of the things we needed to check. I made sure that my levels were good and we're good to go. So we're going to run this. We're going to try a little bit of a different camera, a couple things today and see how that goes. We'll get some feedback from you. I will talk to you a little later. Okay, everybody, we're going to get rolling today. We got two different views today. We're going to see how this goes. I don't know exactly what's going to happen here. We'll have to check it out when we edit it. But we're going to head out of here. Hopefully we won't hit much of a delay here. We took out a couple of pylons over there. Anyway, we got to head to Colton, California for this delivery. What looks like it's going to be a little bit of rain today. Be safe. Another Stevens driver. I think he's pretty new on the road just by looking at his truck. And I think I saw him at the yard, so he was pretty new. But we got some running to do here. We're gonna see. We're gonna check out a few different things here. It's 102 degrees, but it's overcast. Till just right this second, there was an RV right there, a couple in an RV. I didn't realize how big those chairs are in those RVs. They're pretty huge. It looks like they're sitting in a recliner. I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, I guess if you're the passenger, it may be good, but if you're the driver, it may not be too good. On I-40 here, westbound. We will stay on this till we get till it ends, till I-40 ends in Barstow. Pick up I-15 south towards Colton. That's about 222 miles till we make that change. And then once we get there, it's only roughly about 22 miles, so it's not a big distance once we get. Well, actually, excuse me, it's a little bit farther. That's 222 miles to the bypass, to the 15 bypass. So we got a little ways to go, but 244 miles to our delivery point, and that's going to be in Colton, like I mentioned. We do have to stop up here in a few minutes for our check. Once we get into California, that's going to be our agriculture check. But we'll talk about that again when we get there. Talk to you. So we have our inspection station coming up here, and we've filmed this before, but since I'm using a different camera or a second camera just to check it out to see. Again, if you've missed the video where I've come through here before, we every time you come into California, you have to go through what's called an agricultural inspection station. And basically what they're looking for is certain types of, I'm guessing certain types of produce and that kind of stuff that is grown. So if you have any of that, they can stop and inspect it. They're trying to keep pests, you know, and things that are dangerous to the environment and to the crops out here out. And so because of that, they stop you. Now, one of the things that you have to do if you're a truck driver, you have to have your bills of lading or your bills ready to show them. So it's always good to make sure if you're driving a truck, if you're coming into California, have these things ready for them. Have them pulled out and ready to go. Because if you have them, then you can, when you get over here, you can just, they'll look at them real quick. They're going to see that might say Tyson on them, and they should wave us through. So sometimes they'll just, as long as they can see your papers, they'll wave you through. It just depends. So. Have a great day. I still like that sign. I guess they're trying to keep mussels, M-U-S-S-E, out of the state. I guess that those can get attached to boats, and so they check boats sometimes. And if you get it in the waters out here, then it can start to spread and everything like that and cause an issue. But their poster says, "Don't move a mussel," M-U-S-S-E-L. I like that. Anyway, that's where we're at, and that's just so you know, and hopefully it's an interesting, just a little bit of a different point of view. We'll check it out, and we will see you on the road over here. Hey everybody, we are driving across the middle of the Mojave Desert. It is 109 degrees out here. It is just about 2 p.m. local time. This is my second camera view. I bought a second camera. We're gonna play with it a little bit, see where we want to put it and what we want to do with it. For right now, just this view here. Couple things just to show you, just as we go, what I have. Maybe a better sort of viewpoint from it. But the important part is that everything that I have doesn't really distract me from the road. Okay, if I glance towards something, that it's where I need it to be. You know, my phone's over here. I just have it there. If I need to pick up a call for some reason, like I'm getting a call from dispatch or something, I have my headset up here. I can just put it on real quick and I can answer the phone. If I need to, if it's something that I don't need to deal with, I'll just let it go. My GPS is right here. Okay, I have it where I can see it without taking my eyes off the road, so I can just, you know, glance at it real quick and get the info I need. My Sirius XM radio is right here, so it's, you know, I don't have to really reach for it or anything like that. I've got an iPad that's right here, and that's just there because I can tell it to turn the cameras on or off. And when I tell it, it just turns them on or off. So that way I don't have to worry about touching the cameras or anything like that to turn them on or off. So I can do that. And that just sits right there. I have my Qualcomm right here. Now I will tell you, I wish this was in a different place. I wish it was a little bit more over here. And the reason behind that is because even I have this GPS here, but I use the GPS on here every once in a while. And I would prefer that I don't have to turn my head as far as I need to look at it or to just glance at it. So it'd be more helpful if it was over here, but it's mounted over there, and the connection isn't long enough to really move it over here. You can buy some that you can move it with, and that may be something I look at in the future, but we'll see. I have my Amazon Echo right here and my Google Assistant right here, and those are just so I don't have to look at them. I can just talk to them, and they will give me whatever feedback I want. Drink holders down here. I have a steering wheel cover on my steering wheel that I really like. I got this at Iowa 80. My CB radio, and usually it's on. I turned it off because we're recording right now. But and then I have my speaker for my CB. There's a built-in speaker, but it wasn't working when I got the truck, and it wasn't something they were going to be able to fix easily. So I just bought a secondary speaker, and that's what this is right here. And my horn pull right here. So all those things, you know. I keep my paperwork on the passenger seat over there, where I can grab it once I stop, and if I need it. And other than that, you know, right here I keep a little post-it with my fuel stops. I always write down my fuel stops, where they're at, how much fuel I'm putting in for each trip, so that way I have it really handy. Okay, so that's what I got. You can see I got my front-facing camera up there. I have a microphone mounted right here. I have another microphone mounted to my side, and that's what I got. But I said we got about 129 miles to our destination. We're gonna take a break, a real quick stop at the top of Cajon Pass, and see how much time we have to. I won't say to waste, but that's going to be about it. It's just to so we don't get to our destination more than an hour early. So, all right, everybody, we will talk to you soon. Okay, everybody, we did our brake check. We're up here at the top of Cajon Pass. We're going to head down. We're going to record this just because of the second camera view. Also, you'll be able to see as I go. I'm going to manipulate this lever right here that's next to my that's on the column on my steering wheel. That's my Jake brake. So I'm going to manipulate it from here and try to stay off my service brake as much as we can. And we're going to go from here. So let's check it out. Depending on how heavy I am here, we'll try to go down in ninth gear. Just there, right there. And start using our Jake brake from the start. Find a position that's going to work for us. And then we want to stay now. 45 miles an hour is the speed limit for trucks going down this hill. So we're going 43 miles an hour right now. If we can keep it right there, I am good all day long. So we're just going to go up and down. I got my foot flat, just if I need to, I can get on the brake if I need to, but I'm going to try to stay off of it. And the reason why we try to stay off of it, because we don't want to overheat our service brakes. If we need them for some reason, we'll use them. But I'm doing 45 miles an hour in a 45 mile an hour zone. And you can see who's not. So again, it's 45 miles an hour for trucks. The dinging shows that I have the truck locked in manual. Okay. It's telling me I could shift if I want to shift, but I don't want to shift. I want the transmission to help me control the speed. That and the Jake brake. No way in a hurry to get down this hill. Truck ramp to the right over here. Like I mentioned before, if you're out of control and you don't know and you don't think you can get it under control, it's better to take that than anything else. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and put our transmission back in automatic or automated, because we're in this flat right here. Now, we do want to slow down, because we're going to go over this little bridge right here. So now when we're on the flat, we can go ahead and use our service brake if we need to a little bit. Service brake is to control the speed. If I'm on the flat, to make sure I'm on the right speed before I go down another incline or decline, actually decline. And also, if for some reason either traffic stops in front of me or somebody pulls in front of me, where I need to deal with that. But if I were to ride my brakes and use my service brakes all the way down here, then I wouldn't have them when I needed them, or God forbid, I would heat them up so much that they would catch fire. As it is now, we're a good portion of the way down, and the only time I touched my service brakes were right before we went down the second incline, because we were on that flat and I wanted to get it in the right gear. So said the scales are closed right here. Just going up and down my jig brake. Pick it up a little bit too much speed. go into the second setting. That slows me down a little bit too much. Like here in the segment when this flattens out, I'm going to go back up to 1. And we're going to see it. As long as we're in 45, speed. We're not impeding traffic. We're at that right. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go there. Now you can see we flattened out. We're gonna go ahead and get off, go back into automated because we're gonna put some fuel into it, which means using the accelerator. Because now we're on the flat for a while. We'll have some more downhill here in a few minutes. But for right now, you can see that we're going to have a little bit of an incline here. Once we get over that incline, you can see that goes through the mountains over there, I think to the right, or through the hills. We're going to have to, we'll come down another thing. Now, remember I said we may have to get on our brake a little bit? Well, what do we got in front of us? We see we got plenty of room, and we see a big slowdown. So
in 5 miles, stay right to continue on I-15 south. Then, after a quarter mile, exit left to I-215 south.
But because we maintain that distance, there's no real, it's not an emergency. It's not slamming the brakes, hard braking or anything. It's just braking under control. I think one of the reasons why, and I'll mention this when I talk to you later this evening, but one of the reasons why I like to film these going down like this is so that you notice. We've had a couple people who really wanted to become truck drivers, and they went, got their CDL, they came to Stevens, or they go to another training company, and they get on a trainer's truck, and the first time they come down one of these hills, they just freak out. Whether they're driving or not driving, they freak out, and I'm not saying that it can't be scary going down one of these things. Could be, right? I mean, if you're out of control, absolutely it could be, But if you're in control and you learn how to control, then you learn these things, One of the things that Mark, my trainer, had me do is, he knew the second day that I was going to run. It was the actual second day I was going down Donner Pass. I was going down Donner Pass at night, and I was going down. I was driving. That's what I was doing. I was getting my first mountain the second day I was on the truck. And what he had me do was the day before, as I was driving, and before we got to Donner Pass, was to get used to the jake brake a little bit, to understand what it did. So we go down a little hill, not a tiny hill, but a little hill, not anything like we just went down, but a little. And he would have me play with the jake brake a little bit. As long as there wasn't traffic behind us that we were impeding, whatever, he had me work the jake brake, and so I could feel what it did and how it went back and forth, and he explained it to me very, very, very succinctly, and because they don't really teach you that in CDL school. That's not something that they teach you there. Okay, they teach you about not heating up your brakes and that kind of stuff, but they tell you, you got to use your jake brake, but they don't tell you how to do that. And basically, what Mark told me is, and I believe to this day, you approach a mountain, going downhill at a in a controlled way, in a controlled speed, in the right gear, and then you just go up and down your Jake brake as you need to. And the way that you know that is whether or not you're picking up or losing speed. So your goal is to pick that speed that's legal, that's safe, going down that hill, and your goal is to try to maintain that speed going down that hill. So as you start to lose some speed, you go to a lower setting on the Jake brake. As you start to gain a little bit of speed, you go on a higher one. If for some reason you're already in the highest setting and you're still gaining speed, that's when you can sort of stab the brakes just a little bit to sort of take off a little of that speed, and usually then the Jake brake will help you get back under control. But your goal is to get down here without touching your service brake. And he would have me put my foot flat on the floor as we were going down the hill, because I didn't need to use the accelerator going down some of those early hills, because it was all downhill. So, because of that, he just had me try to keep my foot flat. And if I could make it all the way down the hill with my foot flat, that was cherry. That was great.
In 2 miles, stay right to continue on I-15 south. Then, after a quarter mile, exit left to I-215 south.
And again, this doesn't bug me in the least, these trucks passing and going out, because I'm not impeding traffic. I'm going the speed limit or slightly thereunder. Try not to, if the speed limit is 60 or whatever, usually it's slower for trucks, but you can go as slow as 45 miles an hour and not be considered impeding traffic. That said, there are places you drive around this country where the downhill is much slower for trucks. 15 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour. I went down one hill where it was 10 miles an hour for trucks. The grade was so steep. And so you're really...
In 1 mile,
really
stay right to continue on I-15 south. Then, after a quarter mile, exit left to I-215 south.
Take the truck bypass and then cut to I-215. And that's all there is to that. All right, we will pick you up later. Okay, everybody, we got unloaded at least our first stop. It took a little bit longer than we expected, but it is right now 10:09 p.m. got it sealed. I didn't know I needed it open. You got it sealed. We can look in the door. Small door wasn't sealed, but I have the main door sealed and locked. I can undo the lock. With the seal, I would have had to destroy and put on a different one, and it just becomes a headache. So anyway, like I said, we're gonna head to Havasu Valley.
Arrived at destination.
You can see the number of trucks that are waiting here for their deliveries. Because they do allow overnight parking there to get down here early enough. A couple things just to let you know. Or that I realized, I was like, I've been here before, but I don't remember it being a Walmart, and that's because it's not all a Walmart over here. Part of it is Americold, and the other part is Walmart. So I've been down here and delivered Americold before. I remembered it distinctly, but like I said, haven't been over here to the Walmart. So anyway, all right, everybody, we're on to Flying J, and pick you up in a little while. Hey everybody, well, we got everything delivered, and we got here to the Flying J in Havasu Valley. It was about 14 miles from our delivery point. We're headed to Compton tomorrow. It's about 45 miles from here, so we'll leave here, give or take, about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon to make it there. So we got plenty of time. Should be a good day. It was a good day today. Hopefully, I'll have, by the time you see this video, I would have able to edit the 2 cameras. I tried to use 2 cameras today. We'll see how it goes. Give me some feedback on that if you would. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Like the video if you like the video. Leave a comment if you let me know how you like the 2 camera bit. And I appreciate it. Now it's time to get some shut-eye. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. This is Rick, also known as Duke City Double Dog. I'm in Havasu Valley, California. I'm driving for Sneaky Transport. I'm psyched. We'll see you guys tomorrow.